Chief Inspector Lam expressed it is an ongoing battle dealing with people transporting drugs in and out of the province.
Drug trafficking, Gulf is in the middle of Port Moresby and Daru, in the middle of Highlands and Daru and Moresby, Morobe. So it's a big transit area for drugs. A few people from Gulf may be cultivating marijuana, but that's not a big issue. The big issue is the transportation to and from. That includes cocaine and everything.
Mr. Lam explained that it is challenging for them to attend to and ensure suspects are taken into custody. Given the limited resources they have, PPC Lam elaborated that sometimes drug cases go unnoticed as they are unable to make it on time to the scene.
So it's a big fight. We do our best with whatever resources we have on the ground. We are not well equipped with vehicles. We have enough dinghies in all the police stations, but the waterborne areas, but the highway, there's only one vehicle given by police headquarters. We have only one. The other two from before, they have broken down over time. And the two higher cars that we had were taken back a few weeks back. So, literally speaking, resource-wise, we are really, really down, but we make and do with what we have on the ground.
Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
The CEO of PNG Spice Industry Board, Michael Waisime, is facing charges of forgery, uttering and conspiracy to commit a crime. He appeared before the Waigani Committal Court today, hence his case has been adjourned to August 25th to allow prosecution more time to gather evidence.
Michael Waisime is accused of being illegally appointed as CEO of the PNG Spice Industry Board on April 5, 2022, just 3 days after the board's term had officially ended. Prosecution says the appointment was made using a letter signed by former chairman Wispadiru, who at the time no longer held any official position. According to court report, the false appointment led to the misuse of 4 million kina from the PNG Spice Industry Board's funds. The money was allegedly withdrawn entirely in cash with no proper audit or financial report completed. The case was reported by the then legal CEO, Dr. Nelson Simbican, which triggered a full investigation by the National Fraud and Anti-Corruption Directorate. Waisime was arrested last month and he is currently out on bail. The prosecution requested the adjournment today, telling the court that further documents and evidence are needed before the case can proceed. The matter has been adjourned to August 25th, 2025 for further mention. Louis Mango, National EMTV News.
A reservist police officer attached with the Gerehu police station was charged with sexual penetration of minors and sexual touching of a 13-year-old girl back in 2024.
The defendant, Chris Pale, is from Apenda in Pangia district of Southern Islands Province. It is alleged that on the 7th of July 2024, he raped a 13-year-old girl in the office of the community policing at Gerehu Police Station. It is alleged that the victim was accompanied by a father to Gerehu Police Station to lodge a complaint of a sexual penetration of a minor at the community policing office, where the defendant, Chris Pale, asked the father to leave the office, stating that the victim will not be comfortable to talk in his presence. As soon as the father walked out of the office, the defendant locked the door and allegedly raped her. The defendant was formally arrested and charged. However, he is out on a national court bail. He appeared in Waigani Court today, where the court has adjourned the case to 25th of August for prosecution to collect enough evidence to prosecute. Louis Mango, National EMTV News.
Speaking during the World Exposition in Osaka, Japan today, Prime Minister James Marape says it is a profound honor for Papua New Guinea to be part of the event, adding that it gives PNG a stage to display its unique culture.
Marape said the Expo's themes and sub-themes speaks directly to PNG's priorities in building a more resilient, inclusive and sustainable nation.
Expo 2025 Osaka is an exceptional opportunity for Papua New Guinea to share our story with the world. It also gives us a chance to pursue new avenues of cooperation in sustainable development, trade and investment, special economic zones, green technology, tourism and innovation.
He said PNG seeks to extend a hand of friendship and collaboration to Japan and the global community. The Prime Minister further highlighted on PNG's pavilion at the 2025 exposition.
Our national pavilion reflects our commitment to shared opportunity and partnership grounded in mutual respect and cooperation. It tells the story of our resilient people, a thriving natural environment, and an emerging economy poised to take its rightful place in the Asia-Pacific region and beyond.
He added by saying PNG is open for business, tourism, cultural exchanges, and for meaningful partnerships in all possible areas that deliver sustainable development.
As such, we warmly invite all our invited guests, investors and international partners to visit our pavilion here at Expo 2025 and discover our traditions, explore our opportunities, join us in building partnerships that can drive shared growth and development.
Jacinta Doctor, National EMTV News.
A comprehensive 50-year roadmap for the future of Papua New Guinea education in the country will be launched soon by the Ministry of Education. This was announced by the Education Secretary, Dr. Oke Kombra, during the completion of the Papua New Guinea Transformation Vision 2027.
The final consultation on the PNG Education Transformation Vision, or PNG ETV 2075, was conducted in close consultation with the National Research Institute. Department of Education aims to launch the 50-year roadmap for the future of PNG education in September this year. PNG ETV 2075 is a long-term vision spanning from 2026 to 2075 with the objective to establish PNG's education to be inclusive, adaptive and transformative. The Education Secretary, Dr. Uke Kombra, said despite significant progress of teacher numbers increasing from 6,000 to over 70,000 and student enrollment reaching close to 2.7 million across more than 13,000 schools, there is persistent challenges like relevant curriculum and student retention. He said the current curriculum is critiqued for not being relevant to equip children for the future. However, he reaffirmed that these issues will be addressed in the new vision. The core principle guiding the PNG ETV 2075 is to ensure that every child, irrespective of gender, disability, economic status, or geography, receives the best quality education. The 50-year plan will serve as a guiding framework informing national education plans for every 10-year period, which will then be cascaded into 3-year corporate plans and provincial education implementation plans. Malinta Yopolo, National EMTV News.
Reconciliation ceremonies remain an integral part of maintaining peace in communities. 2 tribes in the SAC local level government of Wapenamanda district have come together to make peace after a 2022 election-related incident.
The election-related violence claimed 2 lives and permanently disabled 3 others. The Yambatani Iana tribe of Paketamanda village in Sac Valley gathered to pay a huge compensation to Sikin Waimbao tribe. The payment included 326,000 kina, 340 pigs, 4 cows and 2 goats. The significance of the program was the signing of an MOA for peace between both tribes. Yambatani Iana spokesman Edward Yakamen thanked everyone who contributed towards achieving peace restoration. He said this ceremony ensures minority groups are able to move around freely without fear and violence. As revealed, this ceremony marks one of the biggest compensation payment witnessed. Amanda Elaitia, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Chicken kebab saja ha? Yum!
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you,
Yum!
stir fry for you, and chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Soft and lovely hair growth cream. The new way to nourish your hungry hair. The first hair growth cream with natural origins. No silicone, overload of nutrients, and incredibly melted texture that is instantly absorbed by your hair. Available at Trends Essential Beauty Shop in Bryant Bell Plaza, Gordon's, and Eliseo Rainbow, Trends Salons, and all retail shops near you.
The GWM Tank 300 has all the amazing creature comforts you want. And it really loves going off-road. Hop into Barocco Motors for a spin. Book a test drive today.
As for Papua New Guinea, it started in 1980, and by today we have dispatched more than 800 volunteers to Papua New Guinea.
Join us tonight at 7 as we hold discussions with JICA's volunteers in Papua New Guinea.
As a volunteer, I to contribute to improving the education.
My IT background, I am currently in charge of creating the database.
That's on tonight.
You're watching National EMTV News. The Filipino Association in Papua New Guinea announced in a press conference today that they will conduct a medical outreach program on Sunday, the 27th of July, at the Sir John Guy Stadium in Port Moresby.
Of course, the program is a collaborative effort initiated by the Philippines Embassy and the Filipino Association of PNG with support from the NCD Governor's Office and the NCD Provincial Health Authority. This initiative aims to provide free medical care and attention to the public, coinciding with the 50th anniversary celebration. Ambassador of Philippines Edgar Thomas Oxelin said the embassy is willing to support the medical outreach.
Really very beneficial to the community, and I gladly offered also that we at the Philippine Embassy would be very much so willing to support and really be part of this laudable initiative or project for the benefit of those who are less fortunate here in Papua New Guinea.
The president of Filipino Association PNG, Jonathan Piesabas, said the outreach is more than a medical mission, but a symbol of compassion, partnership, and shared commitment of the well-being of the people. He highlighted the event.
This event will deliver free medical consultation, minor treatments, HIV awareness, health education, wellness service to the individuals and families, particularly those in need and with limited access to health care. We extend our sincere invitation to all potential partners and supporters, whether through volunteer service, donations of medicines, health supplies, or logistical support. Your contribution will help us extend the reach and impact of this humanitarian effort.
And City Governor Paul Sparkup said he fully supports the initiative.
Wholeheartedly welcome this initiative announced by the ambassador and also the association, supported by the doctors and medical staff from within the city. And as you all can see, our PHA is here to give its full backing. So we are pledging our total cooperation and support.
Meanwhile, NCD Provincial Health Authority CEO Dr. Robin Oge said to support the medical outreach by providing health officials. Nicole Rama, National EMTV News.
The Oil Palm Industry Corporation has officially launched the Jifazing Village Oil Palm Access Road in Ley, Morobe Province.
The event marks the beginning of oil palm development in the province following the signing of a memorandum of agreement with the Morobe provincial government on 4th of July this year.
Start me by put the machine on now, and by start work now.
OPIC General Secretary Captain Pupita said the access road will benefit the communities by improving transport for smallholder farmers and connecting communities to vital services.
Lawyer makes him story or some people got 6,000 hectares, 6,000 hectares you may plan him. And by close to, by you mean by Karam, 74 million kina come inside the country. And close to this kind of money, suppose you may plan him. Now smaller you yet you buy him close to around about 30 million by go pocket play plan. So oil palm development lawyer, me talk him you plan finish, me sit down lab. No can give him ground law company. You like give him grand law company, you like work, Obi he come start finish. Come story one time Mipla, because Mipla and government play you. Mipla in a company, Mipla government play you, yeah. Imagine him free in Bagoya, or something come start by Mipla give him free. So Larry Mipla manage him grand play you. Low way by you kiss him, big benefit, huh?
Pupita highlighted the project's significance for rural development and economic growth.
There's a place gateway, you plus out too, huh? Gateway from Macam. So when I'm something by you make him liya. And by affect him the whole Macam Valley na Morobe. Na Papua Kini by saying same center of Papua Kini. So this like this again. Once again you play walking. You play Karim. Blessing Nigamlo, you play yet now you play Karim, blessing Nigamlo Papua Kini. Papua Kini, now you blow him. Blessing na gateway blong. Or good like something by Cambian.
As part of the launching, the OPIC team presented equipment to the community. General Secretary Pupita thanked the Marape Rosso government and also Governor for Morobe Province, Luto Wenge, to support the drive. Jonathan Sibona, National EMTV News.
Prior to the official launching of the Jifazing Village Oil Palm Access Road, the OPIC team engaged in discussions with community leaders and landowners to identify key challenges faced by the people in the area.
Located in the Huon Gulf district of Morobe province with a population of over 7,000, the people of Jifazing village and those in the remote parts will now have access to basic services. Ward Councillor for Ward 19, Jos Isaiah, highlighted some of the challenges faced, particularly in terms of transport, market access and support for smallholder oil palm farmers.
Within the community, me bless Sawakimo Road or Bustrek, then Enkamapim Road. But you know, one proper roadway link long, plenty up. Life look here also depend long, or legally calo place location lo cargo blow come go market. Today launching ya, ekimi pla one pla kain. Help him way, me plus a cry long and blow, long time yet. Time lo sun and velia and waras are on everywhere. Now, time lo rain and me plus stuck up lo. Me plus a carry mall, legally market something sakamachat. Now one time oil palm me plus plan him. Now access road there, time and bagarap me plus access bagarap street.
On behalf of all leaders, Orogawi Chairman Barak Jos expressed their concerns over years of limited infrastructure and the difficulties faced.
One pla heavy station me pla longan emro road. Road to sela nam we pla come on them obik. Bring him machine come to help him, blow me pla. Because me pla tok one time company law, stretch him road, only work law delay too much. So more good law, obi coming said they can help me pla law, give him me pla road so that company can go on them car blongan.
The OPIC team emphasized that the new access road is a long-term investment in the future of the Jifazing community and surrounding villages. The successful dialogue prior to the launch reinforced OPIC's commitment to inclusive growth, transparency and lasting impact for rural communities in Papua New Guinea.
OPIC can start long plus time through. Me can stand up here because we drive block government. So fighting one big plan,
Jonathan Sibona, National EMTV News.
Western Highlands Governor met with over 200 PMV operators in Mount Hagen to have them share their experiences and feedback regarding the current PMV subsidy program.
The 70% reduction in registration cost have been a relief for many, allowing them to keep their PMVs on the road amid rising operational cost. Many PMV operators acknowledge the support, stating it has significantly eased some of their challenges faced during these tough economic times. According to the PMV subsidy coordinators, PMVs registered with blue plates will benefit from the subsidy, not those with white plates. Governor Rapas said this subsidy not only eases their financial burden, but also ensures that they can continue to provide essential services to the communities. He added that PMV operations in the province are important.
PMV was a very important work where and moving SME sector, what you mean? No province, no own country too.
Representing all PMV operators, Mr. Koya Wak said, without this support, PMV owners would struggle to keep their vehicles registered and running. Mr. Wak highlighted some of their views and challenges, stating that compensation during accidents should be decreased to a certain amount, all bus stops in the city must have route numbers, and all buses must be roadworthy. He said PMVs with white plate should stop operating.
White plates, people like about stopping. Enough long, talking about traffic long on bus stop. Talking about traffic long, also on white plate long bus stop. Not about PMV, that's not must stop the bus stop.
Meanwhile, Mount Hagen MVIL branch manager Alice Paraka adds those PMVs with white plates to visit MVIL office. She said they still have a chance to be part of this subsidy during the process of registering their vehicles. Edward Luke, National EMTV News, Mount Hagen.
Madang province is facing a troubling increase in violence related to sorcery accusation. Addressing this escalating issue, community initiatives for change are creating awareness to stop this.
This alarming trend mainly impacts vulnerable groups, especially women and the elderly. In light of these troubling developments, various organizations, including the Melanesian Institute, are working with the Catholic Archdiocese of Madang and local stakeholders to educate communities about the effects of violence, the repeal of the Sorcery Act and the new legal framework that now treats sorcery as a serious crime under the Criminal Code. Community awareness programs are currently being conducted in schools and communities across 3 districts of Madang Province, Sumka, Bogia and Madang. These programs are designed to engage younger generations and community members in discussion about the risks of sorcery-related violence and the importance of legal awareness. Despite these efforts, many village court officers lack a solid understanding of the profound legal implications associated with SAF, which hinders the effective enforcement of the new laws. Community leaders and educators are advocating for enhanced awareness initiatives and more comprehensive training for both village court officers and community police units. Nicole Rama, National EMTV News.
Coffee Minister William Bando launched the Coffee Freight Support Scheme at the Kagamega Airport in Mount Hagen recently. A total of 2.1 million kina was presented to air freight and shipping agencies and was witnessed by representatives from all the aviation and shipping transport companies in the Highlands region, including coffee farmers.
The Coffee Industry Corporation has relaunched its freight subsidy support program following a 4 million kina boost from the national government. At a small but significant event at New Guinea Aviation Service in Mount Hagen, 2.1 million kina was presented to 12 air freight and shipping operators including MAF, Adventist Aviation, SIL, Air Sangha, Lutheran Shipping and Consort. Coffee Minister William Bando thanked the Marape Rosso government, highlighting the program's goal, connecting remote farmers to national and global markets. He said the funds will go towards coffee flights, coastal shipping, fuel subsidies and freight support. The balance will be released based on performance and accountability. With a 20 million kina coffee development funding secured this year, Bando is committed to expanding the FSS program to move more coffee bags from remote communities. CIC Chief Executive Officer Charles Dambui added that last year's 1 million kina investment generated a 7 million kina return. The program currently supports 50 airstrips, 10 jetties and 7 wharves across 13 provinces. Bando urged MPs in coffee-growing districts to partner with CIC and freight agencies to help their farmers. Sharon Engnui, National EMTV News, Mount Hagen.
And now let us take a look at the NESFAN market report. The kina closed lower at $0.2417 in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, your kina was buying $0.2342, $0.3573 Australian dollars, €0.1934 euro, and 34.46 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, gold is trading higher. Coffee closed lower, cocoa closed higher, copper closed higher, palm oil closed higher, crude oil is trading lower, and copper closed higher. On the stock market, the Dow Jones closed lower, the ASX 200 is trading lower, and the All Ordinaries is trading lower. National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Accept the challenge. Choose PNG's favorite purified bottled water. True Wara, 100% PNG made.
Proudly bottled by Paradise Foods.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 Kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 Kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
As PNG's only ISO-accredited bulk haulage operator, IPI Transport guarantees the delivery of your critical cargo. Equipped with state-of-the-art GPS tracking systems and backed by an experienced team, you can rely on IPI Transport, part of the IPI group of companies.
The GWM Tank 500 has a super luxurious interior with 7 family-friendly seats, and it really loves going off-road. Book a test drive today and hop into Barocco Motors for a spin.
Tell him shorty come get it. Come grind on me, but met it. Mommy get loose, get loose, get loose. Pepsi in my hand, ice cold, no excuse. I tell him who's gonna bring that roof down. Pepsi with that fresh sound. Tell him who's gonna bring that roof down. Pepsi with that fresh sound. Pepsi, give me some Pepsi, Pepsi, you like it? Pepsi, you like it? Pepsi,
Join me on House and Home for all your home and lifestyle improvements.
It's not rocket science. And many of these things too, like I didn't go to school, I teach myself.
From Hot Talk Man, health and fitness, interest stories, gardening tips, out and about, pet care, and many more. Join me every Tuesday, 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, EMTV.
You're watching National EMTV News. The Eastern Highlands Police held an independence parade at the National Sports Institute today, with police officers from all rural stations in the province joining the event.
Present during the parade was the Provincial Police Commander, Chief Superintendent John Kale, and station commanders from Obura Vone Nara, Hengan Nofi, Hokapa, Lufa, Ungai Bena, Daulo, and the 2 townships of Kainantu and the capital of the province, Goroka. While addressing the parade, PPC Kale paid tribute to the past police members, remembering them for their dedication and commitment to the policing services. Chief Superintendent Kale pointed out that the 2 major law and order problems encountered in the province are sorcery-related violence and alcohol-related issues. PPC Kale said police officers will be on the lookout for those who intend to cause nuisance during this time and leading up to the independence. He encouraged policemen and women to apprehend those who are involved in illegal activities. Chief Superintendent Kale added, tougher liquor ban laws have already been passed with a 1,000 kina bail for any alcohol-related offences. Meanwhile, police in Eastern Highlands were issued orders to resume operations leading up to the independence. Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
In an effort to unite all business communities in the province for a big celebration, the Western Highlands Provincial Government recently hosted a pre-independence breakfast to discuss preparations for the country's 50th anniversary celebration.
Governor Wairapa expressed that This event was a platform to brainstorm ideas to ensure a grand celebration of this historic milestone. Mr. Rapas said this 50th anniversary is not just a celebration, but it is a time for reflection and unity. He adds the business houses to come up with their own plans to celebrate this 50th anniversary.
I have some plans too, and I'm gonna request you business houses to come up with some plans too. This morning's breakfast is just to talk to you. You must have some plans too. The business houses. This is the time you need to promote your store to your business too.
Participants discuss several key activities planned for the commemoration, including cultural performance, community events, and promotional campaigns to engage citizens and visitors. Meanwhile, Chamber of Commerce President Dr. Allen Kulungas said in the past, the provincial government did not engage business houses. Dr. Kulunga highlighted that Chamber of Commerce is a body of its own.
I want to tell you that the Chamber of Commerce is not politically oriented. It's pure business.
Additionally, the provincial government presented a total of 200,000 kina to support the Chamber of Commerce in its work to unite businesses. The province is expecting a huge celebration for the upcoming 50th anniversary celebration. Edward Luke, National EMTV News, Mount Hagen.
Governor of National Capital District Powes Pakop has encouraged members of the Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary to remain steadfast to the country's vision of uniting every Papua New Guinean.
Hence, the governor reiterated that it was the vision of the forefathers for every citizen to be united. Governor Pakop alluded to the role of the Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary in maintaining law and order throughout the nation.
We can be a peaceful, robust, prosperous, welcoming part of the world. We can become that inspiration, that hope for our country, for our region, and indeed for the entire world. And this is the challenge ahead before us.
He highlighted that security challenges seem to be changing every time and police are heads to keep up with the new developments. Mr. Pakop said with digital technology updating every day, law enforcers also need to change in their primary responsibility.
We can look back at the last 50 years and talk about what it might have been, how we can do things better. Of course, we can learn from it. We must lift our performance, our ideas, be innovative, be open to change in the Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary as a whole and indeed in our city.
Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
Madang Province Governor Ramsey Pariwa visited Lalok village in Estrolo Bay local level government area of Raikos district on Sunday. The visit notes commitment of 80,000 kina word of support to the community.
The visit made yesterday was regarded as historic by the locals, noting he was the first national leader after 50 years to set foot at Lalok village in Ward 7 of Estrolo Bay local level government. Governor Pariwa was invited to attend church service with the Lalok Lutheran Church congregation prior to attending a traditional yam harvest feast which was hosted by the village community. Lalok is one of the biggest village in the Estrolo Bay LLG in Raikos and possesses a colorful history in hosting the first Rhenish Mission Society in German New Guinea during the colonial era in the 1880s. During the visit, Pariwa made a commitment of 50,000 kina to assist the new Lalok Primary School, 10,000 kina to the Lalok Sports Association, and another 20,000 kina to Day Labor Group of Lalok, a community-based organization. A community leader at Lalok Village, Tigen Sangi, expressed that Lalok Village over the years had felt forgotten by the leaders, hence were honored of the visit. Amanda Elaitia, National EMTV News.
About 5 programs offered at the MAPEX Training Institute will be available on the National Online Selection System starting next year.
These programs include banking and finance, accounting, business management, information communication technology, and human resource management. MTI Board Chairman Dr. Solomon Awili, in announcing the program, said the Institute audited all MAPEX books by engaging external auditors.
We audited MAPEX books by engaging external auditors. That's what we comment. They audited all our programs.
Following this, Dr. Solomon said the National Higher Education Technical Board and National Higher Education Research Science and Technology, under the Higher Education's General Provisions Act 2014, have granted 5-year registration to MAPEX Training Institute. He explained this 5-year registration means MTI was converted from national training provider to a registered higher education institute under the PNG National Education Qualification Framework. Additionally, Managing Director and CEO Marcus Palemkara said that grade 12s in the country can apply next year through the NSO if they are interested in taking one of the 5 programs.
The 2017 higher education asking me to fill in some platform because people don't have to continue offering diploma programs. At the National Training Council, level certificates, so people are offering diplomas or filling more form. So 2017, people start filling more form. And just last year, November 29th, higher education giving full recognition, 5 years. So from there, people start providing all up-to-date information, course programs. Now all radio later come to talk us they will have online student selection coming to MAPEX too.
Jacinta Doctor, National EMTV News.
While celebrating the success of High School Youth Arts Program, Executive Director of University of Goroka, Dr. Jane Awi, said less number of students are enrolled for creative arts and calls for a structured program to be in place.
Less number of students enrolled for Creative Arts and Communication Division in the University of Goroka. Executive Director of University of Goroka, Dr. Jane Awi, said there are plans to increase advocacy to encourage young people who see a future in creative arts and wish to take up the program.
And encourage young people who see a future in creative industry, who see a future in creativity, in media, in communication, in design, fashion. We encourage young people to take up studies at the University of Goroka because we offer degree programs. Also, undergraduate, postgraduate studies in the arts. So we would like to encourage students.
Dr. Awi emphasized on having a structured program for the creative arts.
As we get more interest from schools in NCD, we would like to have a more structured program for arts education in Papua New Guinea, because I think as we are preparing to celebrate the 50th independent anniversary, we need to prepare our young people to be independent thinkers and not to be followers. They need to think themselves, be creative in their decision making, and also be team players and be passionate about community issues through the arts. And the arts has a lot of potential, I must say. It has potential to create jobs because young people can be entrepreneurs. With the advent of technology and media, there's a lot of content being created, and we need to educate young people to create the right content and also to use the right tools to transport the information and the content we have in Papua New Guinea.
She further encouraged to work collectively with the schools and the education department to support the arts program and arts education in Papua New Guinea to sustain the arts. Nicole Rama, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break with Osaka Sports. Stay with us.
Hilton Port Moresby Hotel and Residence. Hilton Port Moresby Hotel and Residence. Your stay, your house, your home.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
The all-new GWM Power has the best-in-class pulling power. Book a test drive today and hop into Broco Motors for a spin.
This Wednesday on Kai Time, we take a look at our food feature for this week. We will also be checking out what's cooking with House Kai.
That's all we have for you today. This is how you make a classic salad.
Plus, on our Kai Time cooking segment, we've got another very simple and affordable meal that we will be cooking. That's this Wednesday at 7 p.m. right here on your number one to watch, EMTV.
True Kai Sports.
Welcome to Chukai Sports. Papua New Guinea women's strikers and the recently concluded Oceania Football Confederation or OFC Women's Nations Cup Golden Boot winner, Mari Kaipo, has dedicated her award to her late mother, who passed away in Port Moresby while she was away in Fiji representing the country.
PNG striker Mari Kaipo's mother passed away due to illness, and the news was received by Kaipo a day before PNG lost their OFC title to Solomon Islands in a 3-2 grand final showdown. Kaipo won the tournament's golden boot, and the player of the match dedicated the award to a late mother in an emotion pre-match interview.
Me dedicated is the player of the match for mommy Blomi. Thank you straight to supporting me. Helping me look out to play picking in Blomina. Me come out play now. I'm dying, I'm still mock by me go back tomorrow. Now look me let talk thank you love family Blomi support backside.
Despite learning about her mother's passing, the courageous Kaipo gave her best in the field of play, with the whole of PNG team coming together in solidarity by tying a black band around their arm for the whole of the match. Moreover, PNG captain Ramona Padio, who also won the Golden Ball Award, shared the sentiments as well as thanking all the fans for their support during the 2025 OFC Nations Cup.
I'm very excited for myself and especially my sister Mari for the golden boot. Na yes, mi tupla pilim ama mastret lo all award lo mi plakisin.
Solomon Islands are the 2025 OFC Nations Cup champions, their first in history, while PNG finished second and Samoa pushed past Fiji to claim the third placing. Jonathan Sibona, Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Chicken kebab for dinner. Yum.
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
Are you tired of standing in those long lines to get your jackpot tickets? Guess what? You never have to with Telecom USSD jackpot ticket purchase. Simply dial *321#, follow the prompts, and you are set for your jackpot draw. It's as easy as 3, 2, 1. Telecom PNG, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
The all-new, powerful GWM Power. Book a test drive today and hop into Barocco Motors for a spin.
As PNG's only ISO-accredited bulk haulage operator, IPI Transport guarantees the delivery of your critical cargo. Equipped with state-of-the-art GPS tracking systems and backed by an experienced team, you can rely on IPI Transport, part of the IPI group of companies.
As for Papua New Guinea, it started in 1980, and by today we have dispatched more than 800 volunteers to Papua New Guinea.
Join us tonight at 7 as we hold discussions with JICA's volunteers in Papua New Guinea.
As a volunteer, I to contribute to improving the education.
My IT background, I am currently in charge of creating the database.
That's on tonight.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching Trukai Sports. And now moving to overseas sports. Australia women's national basketball team, the Opals, defeated Japan in the final of the Asia Cup last night. The Opals led at every single break.
But Japan actually went on a scoring spree in the final term to level the scores twice, but they never quite got ahead. The Opals hung on to clinch an 88-79 win, and most importantly, they got the title for the first time. Their best previous result was a silver back in 2017. After that, they had a number of bronze medals. The victory means, most importantly, they qualified for next year's World Cup in Germany. Here is player of the match, Alexandra Fowler, reflecting on the win.
We had an amazing group of girls come together, and I couldn't be more prouder of the group and the coaching staff and all the people that put in all the time and effort behind the scenes. Like, it's been so much fun, this whole tournament.
And that ends Chukai Sports. The Morning Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Chukai Sports. Chukai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
Tell him shorty come get it. Come grind on me, but me did it. Mommy get loose, get loose, get loose. Pepsi in my hand, ice cold, no excuse. I tell him who's gonna bring that roof down. Pepsi with the fresh sound. Tell him who's gonna bring that roof down. Pepsi with that fresh sound. Pepsi, give me some Pepsi, Pepsi, you like it? Pepsi, you like it? Pepsi, bottle.
Soft and lovely hair growth cream. The new way to nourish your hungry hair. The first hair growth cream with natural origins. No silicone, overload of nutrients, and incredibly melted texture that is instantly absorbed by your hair. Available at Trends Essential Beauty Shop in Bryant Bell Plaza, Gordon's, and Eliseo Rainbow, Trends Salons, and all retail shops near you.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
The GWM Tank 300 has all the amazing creature comforts you want. And it really loves going off-road. Hop into Barocco Motors for a spin. Book a test drive today.
Join me every Thursday night as Sportscene brings to you all the local and international sporting updates. Revisiting our legendary athletes.
Hi, this is David.
Highlighting our local sports developments across the nation.
All eyes on Buffalo. Now an NRL team based here.
To create a pathway.
And our talented rising stars.
Hi, my name is Gemma Schnobel and you're watching.
All the younger ones should follow.
Sportscene, Thursday nights at 7 p.m. only on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You need holy man to walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
Now looking at the Money Plus weather report for the next 24 hours in the southern region. Port Moresby City, partly cloudy with possible rain, showers and thunderstorms. And Popondetta, partly cloudy with few showers and possible thunderstorms.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Monday, the 21st of July, 2025. From all of us here, pleasant viewing and good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.
Coming up next, 7 p.m. in Focus, 7:30 p.m. Border Security, 8 p.m. Talk Vision News Headlines, followed by Sea Patrol, 9 p.m. Desert Masters, 10 p.m. Gardening Australia, 11 p.m. National EMTV News Replay.